Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amelia Salsabila, and in this video I would like to present my journal review with the title Teachers Implementation of the 2013 Curriculum in English Class. The background of the study. It is because the one of curriculum function is to provide direction of how learning experiences could be structured and developed. It also describes what is happening in classroom, reflects how efforts of improvement get implemented in classroom. The objective is to report the efficacy of efforts of implementation of the 2013 curriculum in developing students' learning experiences in English Junior High School in Bantul Regency. The specific objectives of this study are to reveal how classroom activities are developed based on the teaching methodology outlined in the 2013 curriculum and reveal factors contributing to the development of such pattern. The study also informs textbook writer of how to develop appropriate textbook to facilitate the implementation of the 2013 curriculum. And the literature review, the researchers review the change of English curriculum. If we see in the table, we can see that the change of English curriculum also changed the approach in teaching English. And then teaching that based on scientific approach. So scientific approach is the approach that used in curriculum 2013 in teaching English. There are 5 stages, that is observing, questioning, experimenting, associating, and communicating. And then the technique in this study. Using qualitative method with the design case study and the data collection using observation and interview, and it will be analyzed with triangulation. And the findings. The finding here from the observing. So if we see the picture, they are observing, questioning, experimenting, associating, and creating. And they are the line with the color. So the line with the color show that is the teacher. And they are the score from 0 until 8. And in bottom picture, their score is 1 until 10. So it means that researchers give 8 score in observing from 10 score. The researcher give 8 score for observing. So for observing here, because the researcher give 8 score, it means that the teacher shows that this stage of observing is well developed to help students understand their next stage. And then for the next stage, for the questioning, there are 4. And for experimenting, there are 6. And for associating, there are 6 scores too. All of teacher get 6 scores too. And for the creating, there are 6 scores, and the height is observing. So from the interview findings, from the questioning and interview, it get the data, that is teacher always asks and students answer the question. And teacher is hard to make students ask questions based on what they observe in the previous stage. And then teacher said that it was better if the students are active in responding to the teacher's question rather than being silent. So from the interview here, The researchers give 3 under 5 score. 3 under 5 score here is the lowest score. So from the lowest score, it means that teacher participants get a problem in the stage. And then the factor contributing curriculum implementation. The factor here is teachers' accomplishment of the scientific approach in classroom vary. And teacher factors dominate the quality of teacher-student interaction. And for the other factors, variability is not significant. Then the description. Stage of presentation of classroom activities. From the 4 teachers, it concludes that they use same approach. There is scientific approach. And it shows in learning activities there is a use of 5 stage of scientific approach. So all teacher using scientific approach and applying the stage of scientific approach. And then the quality of the presentation of the stage vary. So all teachers present the different score, different quality in each stage. If we see in the picture with the line previously, it means the quality of the presentation of the stage. And then language input. Teacher-student interaction vary from teacher participant to the other. And then teacher tend to use the same keywords in structuring classroom activities and use the same textbooks as suggested in the 2013 curriculum with the title When English Ring a Bell. Then the conclusion. So from this research, it concludes that teachers have put their efforts in changing their teaching in terms of structuring classroom activities based on the English 2013 curriculum. Teacher is the most determinant factor in the quality of implementation of the scientific approach. Yeah, I think it's enough from my presentation, and I'm sorry if I have some mistakes, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.